Hello everybody and welcome back to the final episode of Hypnagogia. I hope I pronounced that right. But yeah, we're on the final episode. We've got two more to go now. And we're going on to like the mega big sad downer dreams now. And so yeah, we're going to get into it and we're going to see how far we can get. If we have enough time in this episode, what we'll also do is we'll read the text file commentary for this game. Now, if it's really long, like 10 pages, then we might just do a brief reading. But if it's 2 pages, 3 pages, then we'll read the entire thing and do that. And so, yeah, with that being said, let's get on to the next dream. Now, as you can see here, this is the next dream that we got right here. And then after that, we'll be going on to the darkest of dark dreams. And so we're going to be on the lookout for strange textures because the rabbit said to me that there's going to be strange textures, so I guess we'll see, right? Oh no, late for class. Man, been late for class before. And it ain't fun. The teacher just hates you for the rest of the lesson if you're ever late for class. Especially in high school, you know. But yeah. Crazily enough, I think I've actually had a dream where I've been late for class. Oddly enough, you know. Whenever you're really late, you get this weird feeling of like a dread, you know, because you know you're going to like get into trouble over it and the teacher's going to moan at you and people are going to look at you and it's not fun times, you know. If you ever find yourself cold and alone, cling to something, anything. If it doesn't matter if you forget the answers to that one test. No one blames you when you were late to that one meeting. It's all just a bunch of numbers, pointless records and data entries. The rock we live on rotates another day and it's all going to be okay. That's very wholesome advice. Thank you, Mr. Rabbit. There's been many a times where I've worried way too much on stuff that just doesn't matter. And that was very creepy. I think I saw a shadow. But yeah, like there's been times where I've just worried about stuff, like especially in relation to school, that just doesn't matter. Like it just doesn't. It's not worth half of the worry I gave it, you know. But anyways, let's continue on. It's very sound advice from Mr. Rabbit there. There's a chain link fence blocking the path. It feels completely immovable, like it's frozen in time. Shit, man. Oh man, the dude. Okay. I'm gonna keep on wobbling along. Keep on muddling through. There are some vending machines here. You need money to buy anything. They're stocked with some kind of meat. Doesn't look very appetizing. Yeah, meat in a vending machine is not a good combo. Ugh. Wow. The lifeless mannequin stares blankly into space. Yeah. Kinda creepy. Okay, I thought it was doing that thing where it follows where you look. Misses its friends. Okay. Okay. I do wonder though if I've missed the secret yet, because supposedly there's supposed to be a hidden texture somewhere in one of these levels, which will lead you to a different place. But I'll be damned if I found it. Wants to go home. Okay, it's getting kinda depressing now. This last mannequin feels unfulfilled. Unfulfilled indeed. In case you didn't know it, all these episodes, I still have to decide whether I'm going to release them all today or tomorrow or one day after another. All these episodes of this series I've done sequentially, so one after the other. Just to put it out there, you know. I did that because I didn't know if I had a save feature. And I was enjoying the game, you know. And so what better way to spend my evening than to have a drink of tea, play a very cool PS1 styled LSD Dream Emulator styled game, you know? This lifeless mannequin is hungry. Maybe some food will satisfy it. Okay, I'm glad I'm not the food. Let's go find some food. If I know this game by now, you know, you go back and then stuff be changing. So, make of that what you will. And I feel like, oddly enough, that might actually be the way you find the texture. It's just by going back to the start of the level, maybe, you know? There's a strange familiar coin here. It looks like a quarter, but it's thick and heavy. You take it. Okay, can I buy me some meat? Can I buy some meat? Yeah, got some meat. I swear that book wasn't there before. Maybe I'm going crazy. Okay. Let's go back to the start. Oh wait. Yeah. Sure. The strange meat, you know. Like from Fallout, the strange meat from Fallout. You know. If anyone gets that reference of the strange meat from Fallout, then that's pretty cool. Yeah, there's nothing back here. Cool. Man, what was that place called? Begins with an A. Was it Arnfield or something like that? There was a place in Fallout 3 where you discovered that people, I think it was called Arndale maybe? There's this place where people were eating strange meat. And then you found out that that strange meat was actually people. Kind of reminds me of that with the vending machine. You just don't know what kind of meat it is. It's just strange. You give the hunter meat to the mannequin. The lifeless mannequin is tired now. You feel a wave of intense foreboding overtake your body. Sure. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna get mugged by the I was gonna say by the orange dude, but maybe the mannequins. Poor mannequin. Hey, how you guys doing? You had to close it off, didn't you? I don't think it's the mannequin's fault. Can I just hide in here? Just hide between the vending machines. I just want to go to class. That's kind of creepy. Hey, Mr. Mannequin. What's creepy about it is that you don't know what it is. Like, that's what's creepy, you know? Like, you can't really guess what it is. And, you know, it felt like right then I would have got murdered and mugged all at the same time. But I didn't. So, there's something to be said about that, because the suspense is only added now. You know? That you feel like you should have been mugged, but you haven't been. You know? Going down the rabbit hole. Okay. Gotta keep it together. Gotta do it for the rabbit. Man. There is no doubt about it that this has gone way downer from the first stream. Okay. Have fun. Okay. Last stream, let's go. I like how they have this just to like bring the pace. Just this place that always remains the same, apart from the platforms, of course, you know. It's good, it's good. You need something to break the pace, you know. Can't have dread for too long. Okay, what you got for me, Mr. Rabbit? Did you know the dev has other games they've made that you can play for free on their itch.io page? If you're enjoying this experience so far, they'd love it if you tried the others out too. I might take you up on that offer, Mr. Rabbit. I might just take you up on that offer. You know? Because I'm enjoying this one. So yeah, who knows? Who knows? We might indeed play another one of his games very soon. Because I've been enjoying this one. And you can tell he's put a lot of effort into this one, you know. I know I say that with a lot of games recently. But I've just been playing a lot of good games recently, you know. Especially with this jam, like, so many good games. You know, the best ones being Dream Wanderer, not Dream Wanderer, Dimensional Wanderer. And this one. And some other ones, which split my mind now. There are other ones. I forgot what they're called. They're trying to keep you from waking up. I won't let them. The passage to wakefulness must be protected at all cost. Whatever it takes, don't listen or look at them. Focus your mind and clear your thoughts. You'll wake up soon. Okay, and we're playing Slenderman then. Playing Slenderman. Okay. Well, that's what it is. We're playing Slenderman. Why is there blood rain? I feel like I'm gonna get eaten. It's now changed from getting mugged to eaten. All in one dream. Man, they don't even talk to me anymore. I thought the violence district was creepy. At least those guys actually talked to me. And they were somewhat friendly, you know? Okay. Hey, Mr. Rabbit. How you doing? Bye, Mr. Rabbit. Okay. I don't even know how we did these effects, but very cool. Very cool indeed. Just make sure I actually have my mic on. I'd hate to miss this. Oh no, Mr. Catman. Is this even a dream? I'm feeling hot and uncomfortable. Please help me wake up. Oh, I will try. I will try, Mr. Cat. What a jerk. I know it's the orange dude that did this. Why am I here? What did I do wrong? I did everything right. Why are the walls closed again? I don't know, Violence District, man. I don't know. I don't belong here. But where do I belong? I don't remember. The air is thick and damp. It's getting hard to breathe. That'd it be. Watch the one secret place I was meant to go be the good ending place, you know. Not looking. This nightmare will be eaten. Okay. Good luck with that. I just want to go to the rabbit, okay. No, I just wanted to go to the rabbit. Just wanted to go to the rabbit. I don't want this nightmare to be eaten. Maybe that's his goal. He just wants to eat dreams. That's all he wants. like how they have those sound effects for the, you know, for this specific floor as well. Okay. Mr. Rabbit. Hooray. We made it. Okay. Ooh, new dream select mode unlocked. End of game. That was pretty cool. The ending was somewhat... felt a little bit unfinished, I'm not sure. You know, I feel like the end, I wanted like a climax, you know, but it kind of ended and it didn't have that, but never mind. I think it was a cool game, very cool game. I like how, you know, this was all worked on supposedly by one person, I think it said. They're like me, they just use freesound.org for some of the sounds. But yeah, it's really cool. It's really cool. I like it a lot. I like this game a lot. I think it is very cool in that it had its own style, it had its own features, it had its own story going for it. It captured a lot of what LSD Dream Emulator was about, you know, in terms of it being so weird. Had a good story to it, had its own style to it, like I said. And I think it's a really cool and worthwhile game, and I can't believe that it took like a month to make this. Like, my god, like what you can do in a month, right? Like, so cool. This guy must have really worked hard to like have all the other responsibilities he'd have in his life, like anyone does, and to do this. It's like, it's good. It's good. So now we got level select mode. We should be able to go to any dream, which is very cool. Ooh. Right, I see. Hello, Mr. Rabbit. So good to see you again. You're in the Enhanced Dream Hub, or just the Hub Plus as we call it. From here you can jump into any dream you entered whenever you want, even the secrety dream. Just read each crystal to know what you're jumping into, then touch it and have fun exploring. Okay, I got you. I take it this is the secretness dream. Secret dream. Let's go. Before we end the episode off, I'll go to the secret dream. It's a shame I never found it, you know, on my own accord, but never mind. We're here now, and that's all that matters. Okay, I thought I saw something. Let's go see these guys. I remember seeing this in the screenshot of the game, so that's pretty cool. I can't wait to finish cooking. I've been waiting for hours. A warm meal on a cold day is something to never take for granted. Care for helping Northern Elk lunch. It's almost done cooking. Sit with us by the fire if you're ever in need of companionship. That's kind of cool. Go see what this guy's doing. But yeah, secret dream time. We'll do this, and then we'll have a read of the script, eh? We try to keep our life in the village simple and contained. It's not much, but it helps to have a moderately carefree outlook on things sometimes. Very true. I can't help but stay inside on days like this. It's maximum comfort. A warm, crackling fire and someone to share it with are all I need. Isn't that the truth? You know, sometimes you don't need something from someone or something. You just need the companionship, you know? It's very cool. It's very cool indeed. Let's go see what this guy's up to. Did I see this guy already? No, no. My friend once told me of a great glass ceiling above us that controls the weather. I mean, all we've ever known is a life of endless icy tundras and snowfall. All I know, she could have been down the roof, maybe. Have you explored further up north yet? There's a huge mountain over there. Our elder lives up there. She's a little reclusive, but makes a great snow tea. Snow tea. I like this place. I reckon I could hang with these people. You know, just relax with them. Just see what they're up to, you know. They seem very relaxed and very removed from the troubles of modern life, which is always a cool thing. I haven't seen you before, but you look friendly. You should play with us. We're trying to make a snowman, but he's missing his head. Our friend was supposed to help us, but she got a cold. You could check on her in the village. What should we name you, Mr. Sirman? How about Sir Watson Maxwell Brimsley III? Ah yes, fancy and refined, Mr. Brimsley III. You'll be right and proper soon. Yeah. It's the simple things in life, you know? We're not very good at making snow angels. Sometimes we just need an excuse to fall into a snowbank though. I could lay here all day. I've been used to the cold my whole life, so it's comfortable. Besides, who doesn't like to waft around in the snow every so often? Ah, man. Ah, I'm gonna get you. Gonna get you. I'm trying to break my record for the most time sledded downhill with no sled. Therefore, I think I'm a number 1,000. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating. That's cool. That's cool. So we have to go up to a mountain, I think. I see. I see. Ooh. There's a small ball of snow here. Looks like someone's in the middle of making something. Oh, I see. So I'll go check on that person, and then that person will tell me, hey, can you get my snowman head? And I'll say, yeah, sure. And then, you know, we'll go from there. And so I think that's how it's going to work. So chances are, if the person's got a cold, then they'll be inside one of those snow huts. So we'll be going there, see what we can find, and then after that we'll end the episode off here. And we'll have a read of that script, right? We'll have a read. I think it'll be nice to add this in this episode and then to end it all off with this one. But yeah, I've been really enjoying this one. It's been very, very fun. I've really enjoyed all of the elements that made it up, you know, it's very cool. Hello. Yeah, sure. So let's see if any of these were the ones, yeah. You talked to my friends, what did they say? They need help finishing the head of the Sumerian, but I'd go and help, but my elders would be angry to see me leave the igloo, I know. Bring me a good size ball of snow and I'll give you these buttons and a carrot to decorate it with. Now it's triggered, so now we can go and go back. And then we can get the ball of snow. I've got you, game, I've got you. One thing this game definitely does a good job of is making sure you know what to do, right? Because some games, including the one that I made for the jam, sometimes had trouble telling you what to do, you know, also you knew what to do. Don't mind me just practicing my 6 skating skills. This frozen stream is as slick as wild ice. It's an effortless glide. Cool. Okay. But yeah, like I was saying, like, you know, it's very hard to get it so that, harder than you'd think, to get it so that, you know, you'd know what to, you know, how to get it so the player knows what to do, right? And this game succeeded at that, because there's never been one moment in the game where I haven't not known what to do, right? So It got close, like very close in the goblin part, but it never got to the point where I was completely lost, so. And that's good. Good. Up. Cool. We'll just bring it to the person who's got the gold, and then after that, we'll bring it to the people making the snowman. Up. Which one was it now? Was it this one? Yeah, it's this one. It's this one. But yeah, really been enjoying this, and I like this secret level. Wow, that's a great looking snowball. We'll make more like a snow boulder. Here, I'll put this on a carrot and a bunch of buttons on it. They should give him a cute face. Take the head over to my friends and they should be able to finish the snowman now. Sure. Even if like most of them just turned into like fetch quests, it's fun because they're not too much, they're one per level, so they're not like, I think the violence district level one I went on, like I said, when you fell off by accident it reset the whole thing. That was a little bit annoying, but apart from that, it's good. What should we make you, Mr. Snowman? Or name you? Oh yeah. You've got enough snow to make a head for our buddy here. He needs some features. If anyone should have the things to make the eyes, nose, mouth, our sick friend should. What? I just got it. What? Me confused. Unless I was supposed to like pick them up or something, right? I bet that's it. I bet it's like you have to go pick it up and then. Fine. I knew it. It's because of me being a dum-dum, really, that one. Okay. Almost then. Did I just lose where they were? I can't believe I've lost where they went. There they are, okay. It's too late. It's only like 8:30, but like, I'm losing it already. Cool, thanks for all your help, traveller. We should go speak with our elder. She lives atop the mountain up north. Be careful getting up there. It's a tricky climb. Good luck. Oh, look at that. That's a thumbnail if I've ever seen one. Yeah. Alright. Let's go up to the elder. This game loves its platforms, right? I think it's good having like a bit of platforming to it, so it's all good. No. Oh. There we go. But yeah, I'm like so thankful that, script dev told me about the LSD jam. Or else I would never have played this game. I never would have played Dimensional Wanderer either. Never would have played, any of the other games that I've played on the LSD jam. It's like, oh, it's pretty crazy. You know how like that one comment from script dev saying, hey, script dev's the person who made Quantum Eternity, just by the way. One of the other games on this that was made prior to this jam, but is still a dream game. But anyways, it's crazy, like that one comment just saying how he's going to post his new game, on the LSD jam led to all this, so it's been really great. Anyways, back to topic. Hello, Alder. What's this? A strange visitor from a faraway land comes to my mountaintop hut. How interesting. Surely you didn't make this trip all the way up here for nothing. Forgive me, an old woman grows cold. Fetch me a tea, would you? It's on the fire. What fire? Oh, I see. There's a pot of tea here. Is this just boiling water? Grab the pot by handle with great care. Thank you. Have you ever had snow tea? It's exactly what you think, all natural. Anyways, I believe I know why you're here and what you seek. Dreaming is a marvellous thing, you know. One minute you're fast asleep without a care in the world. The next, you're dug deep in something weird and sinister that you can't escape or explain. Usually you can escape it if you really want to. I've had times, I've had dreams where I wanted out, you know, when you have like a nightmare and like you could force yourself to want to get out of it, you know. And so that's only happened a couple of times, so most times I don't know I'm dreaming, you know. Where do all these thoughts come from? I want to think it doesn't matter so much. Either way, the dreams happen, whether we want them or not. I know the journey you're on is often fraught with confusion and frightening things. You're almost through, my dear. Dreams and nightmares don't last forever. I will provide you a way to return where you may finish your travels. Outside you will find a crystal. Touch it when you wish to leave this place. Keep yourself warm during these cold days. A cup of hot tea can go a long way. Way ahead of you. Goodbye. Cool. And off we go. Nice. I got so much more out of this game than I was expecting to get. Like, man. And I think that's pretty much it, you know. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's all. So yeah, before we get to the script of the game, the commentary bit, I'm going to say my thoughts on the game, just, you know, to put them out there, because I've said them across the whole of the 3 episodes that I've done on this game, but I'll just sum them up. So, really enjoyed this game. I think it's good. I think that it's got really good points, and it's a very interesting experience. I love the aesthetic. I love the design that went behind it. I love the amount of work that went behind it, and I can't believe that this was done in just over under a month. Like, that's pretty crazy. And I think it's probably one of the best entry, or one of the better entries into the LSD jam, I'd say. So yeah, it's pretty good. Again, if there's one thing I'd say change, is on the violence district level, the one with all the like the people and the cars and the, you know, buildings and all that in the rain. Make sure to have it, if you're still working on the game, that is, to have it where you teleport to the start rather than reset the level. Because what happens is you have to go and get the book again, you have to go and speak to those people, then get the book, then climb up again, which doesn't sound like too much, but when you've done all that and then had to do the platforming where you've fallen off, having to do it all again gets a little bit frustrating there. But apart from that, I think it's good. And so that's the only bit I'd say. I really enjoyed this game. I think that the ending was somewhat anticlimactic. I think it could have done with more of a fleshed out ending, which would have been really nice, because it was building up to it, right? And I felt like, you know, unless there's a secret ending I missed, I felt like it was just a little bit disappointing, because I wanted something, like I wanted to understand why the orange guy was after the dreams. Like, I wanted to understand what it was about, you know, because it seemed like the story was building, and then it didn't have the climax. But never mind. If it's still in development, then maybe it's a thing they'll add, I'm not sure. But apart from that, really enjoyed the game, and that's the only criticisms I can find with this one. So yeah, just the ending really is the biggest thing, and the teleport instead of reset back to the start thing, so you don't have to redo some stuff. Apart from that, it's a good game, I liked it. And for free, hey, you know, for free you can't complain, you know. And I think I'd pay money for this game, so it's good, you know. It's amazing to me how many games I've paid for and it's not been worth the money, but how many games I've had for free that have been worth money, So I don't know. I never like to consider games in terms of money, but this one was definitely, you know, had a lot of production, let's say, to it. And so yeah, we're gonna get to the script now. And so yeah, I'm gonna go see if I can dig it up from the file of the game, and I'll be back in a sec. Okie dokie, so we've got to the commentary of this game, the dev commentary of this game, and it's a lot shorter than I thought it was, which is good. So we'll read this, then we'll end the episode off here. So, hello, thank you for checking out my game, Hypnagogia, developed in a month for LSD Jam 2020. You're playing the post-jam version 0.2, the most updated version. In the stats file, I'll go over the origin of the dreams you explore while in the game. Some came from different entries I'd recorded in a dream journal. A few I took inspiration from by users found in LSD revamped Discord Dream Journal channel. Hope you enjoy. Dream 1, Cat World. This world came about more from a recurring dream I had every so often, rather than a specific one. Occasionally I'll run into my cat Morty while dreaming of outside places such as fields, parks, or my backyard. I always feel comfortable and happy after I wake up to no surprise Morty is sitting beside my bed begging for food. That's pretty wholesome. I like that. Dream 2, Skyworld. This world was inspired by a dream I had one night, which involved me walking around in a very high up and brightly lit place where the floors were made of shiny glass. I kept hearing wild chimes or melodic clinging randomly throughout the dream. There was a big statue sat in the middle of a huge room which had inscriptions written all over it. I woke up feeling very cold, like I just got in from a windy day. Dream 3, Waterworld. This world came from a dream I had where I was running on a beach. I remember my movements feeling very sluggish in the sand. At some point I fell to the ground and the sand turned into water. All around me was foggy blue water and sand, like I was in some kind of aquarium. These were huge weird looking fish that had very sharp teeth and floated by but didn't harm me, and I was able to touch them. I remember waking up and feeling out of breath and very thirsty. Maze World. The origin of this dream was really strange. I dreamt that I was in a large grassy field and I was looking at the entrance of some sort of tall hedge maze structure. Right next to the entrance was my dad, but he had green skin and long pointed ears. He complained about the good old days or something like that. And I ran into the maze and ended up getting lost, but ran into different people who all looked like they were goblins and trolls or something like that. Dream 5, City Build. This dream was inspired by a username from the Dream Journal Discord channel. They described the following. I had this dream of a weird concrete structure that was on the edge of the world, which had a graffiti on it and somehow was to do with LSD. I took from that the idea of a grey, dilapidated city with huge crumbling skyscrapers. The city sat on flooding plateau in the middle of nowhere, and on the edge of it a strange warped concrete structure covered in graffiti. The player has to talk with random hopeless people who may or may not want to do things for them. Eventually you'd have to walk on a platform along the concrete structure to collect the dream crystal. This world was an amalgamation of both dreams. I've had a dream user, Crust Marauder, had described on Dream Journal Discord channels. They described the following. I was inside a building consisting of narrow hallways leading to a classroom of sorts. There was a tilted restroom with no door or mirror where I saw some orange humanoid things. Nothing was there when I turned around. The orange humanoid thing I felt made an interesting element in the game, and he became a hidden reoccurring presence the player can find in every dream. I wanted the player to have some sort of watcher that monitored them as they progressed. The rest of the concept, my family and I moved around a lot when we were younger due to my dad being in the military. I always had dreams of the different bases we visited, and there was this bland, depressing red burgundy colour on every wall and floor. The hallways were also very long and some with small and large rooms lining them, but nothing inside. We've all had that one dream where we're in a state of panic because we're running late to class or missed an assignment. My dreams are no different. I remember a couple of months ago I had fallen asleep in the bathroom of my old high school. There was a faint bell and I ended up running out of the bathroom down the hall for what felt like hours. One of the classrooms I entered looked like a janitor's closet containing some random stuff and a mannequin with no head. At some point I ended up finding a trash can near some vending machines that were full of different types of meat. The mannequin started appearing in different rooms and in their hallways until the school became very small and I was no longer able to fit in it. Dream 8, Prison Dream. Rather than a specific occurrence, this dream was created more from the countless amount of times I've been a victim of severe sleep paralysis. I don't have a good explanation for why it happens, whether it's due to stress, diet or bad sleep schedule, but there's frequent times where I've woken up completely immobilized in bed. My recent experience was mostly the inspiration for the prison world. I vaguely remember having a dream about something pleasant involving hanging out with my friends in a park for some time. For some reason the sky got really dark, my friends disappeared, I got a tingling sort of jolt that woke me up but I couldn't move and it was still pitch black in my room. I distinctly remember a very raspy, hoarse voice next to my bed giving out a long, expectorated groan, something like the girl from The Ring. I immediately bolted from my body upwards to get out of my paralysis and turned the light on, but nothing was there. I was covered in sweat and I couldn't sleep for the rest of the night. No wonder. Last one. Snow Dream. If you've discovered the secret dream, good job. If not, it can be found through the wall behind the hungry mannequin, the school dream. I so wish I found that one. The world came from a dream I had a long time ago that I'll always remember. For some reason, about 20 years ago, my family and I lived on West Point, New York, because my dad was stationed there. During much of the winter, I stayed inside and played video games. One night, I dreamt that the neighborhood we lived in was completely cleared out, leaving nothing but a large empty field covered in snow. There were hundreds of trees dotting the field and I saw different school friends who were running around, climbing trees and building snowmen. I couldn't see their faces, but I knew who they were and they were all wearing bright red clothing. They kept telling me I was sick and I needed to go home, but I didn't listen to them. I went to sneeze in the dream and it woke me up. Oh, wow, that was pretty cool. I like that. Whoa, what a backstory, eh? That's pretty cool. I think that's really cool. Thanks for sharing that, game developer. I'm sorry I don't know your name. I wish I looked it up before I did this video, but unfortunately I didn't. But thanks for sharing this. I think it's a really cool thing. And it's actually making me want to share my dreams on the Discord that you mentioned, because it's really interesting with the ones that you've laid out. And I think that, you know, you've really captured something really awesome in this game, and you've really captured an intimation of what dreams can be like and how weird they can be and how strange, you know, the weirdest dreams have. You know, you oftentimes get boring dreams where like you have it where it's just a combination of what you've been experiencing in the day. I hate those dreams where you just like have dreams about what happened yesterday, you know, what you've been thinking about. But it's more interesting when you have dreams where you just have no idea where they come from or why they're there, you know. And so yeah, very cool indeed. I think this is a really cool entry into the LSD Jam, and I think you did a great job at making this game, and so thank you for releasing it. I think it's very awesome, and I think that, and I say this for a lot of developers, but I think that you have a lot of potential to go further with this, and I'll definitely be looking at your other games and I'll definitely be playing them on this channel. And so yeah, that's all I'll say for this one. For sure I'll be having a look at your other games, see what you got, and if they're anything to the quality of this one, I'll for sure be doing multiple parts of them. And so yeah, that'll do it for this series. I hope you guys enjoyed this. As always, if you like this kind of content, if you want me to continue, you know, exploring these dream type games, which has been just an amazing experience so far, then let me know, you know, and I'll continue to do it. Yeah, and apart from that, I think I'll leave off there. And so thank you guys for watching. Links in the description will be, as always, to the developer and the game. It is for free, so if you wanted to play it, you could play it right now, and that's really cool. And so yeah, with that, I'll leave it off there. And so thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe as usual, and I'll see you in the next one.